everyone, it's Sean. Welcome to the workbench. Today I just want to talk about a project that we're just getting started on here at Blackwatch Arms. So what we're doing is we're taking a Howa 1500 rifle. This is a factory out of the box with the Hogue stock 1500 in 6.5 Creedmoor. And we're going to do a little project. We're going to set this gun up, 20 MOA rail. I've got a Vortex 6 to 24 by 50 scope to throw on here. We'll take it out to the range, zero it, and then we're going to use some Hornady 140 ELD match 6.5 ammo. Shoot a couple groups with it and see what it will do at 100, just kind of what groups it will give. And then we're going to take it apart and put it into an MDT chassis, most likely an ACC chassis for competition. Put it into that chassis, add a couple other things to it, probably replace the trigger. Even though the Howa hack trigger does just fine, it's a two-stage. I personally prefer the single-stage triggers. So I'll upgrade the trigger on it, and then we'll add probably a Raptor muzzle brake from the guys over in South Africa at APW. Put that on there, and then we'll shoot some groups with it once it's set up more in a competition style, and see what it does and how much that changes our grouping, impacts, and things like that. And then we'll move on to doing some load development on it, see how good we can get it shooting with hand loads versus the factory ammo, and a couple different things. I've got some 140s. I've also got some 143 ELDXs, as well as the 147 ELD match that I typically shoot in my Ruger precision rifle. So so that's what we're going to do for this today, was just the kind of intro, and then we will finish getting this guy set up, and then we'll go out to the range and shoot some groups with it. So speeding this up here a little bit, just so we don't end up with a 25 or 30 minute video, but I'm using the Wheeler scope leveling kit. Got a piece that clamps onto the barrel, and then the other piece you set on top of the pick rail. Balance the rifle out first, and then that lets you take the one off of the pick rail, mount your scope on there, and then you'll see we put the level on top of the scope once it's up there, and then level that back to the clamp that's on the barrel. So it's a pretty easy setup. It works really well, and then we just torque those screws down to 20 inch-pounds at the very end. All right, everyone, out here at the range today. I've got the Howa 1500 that we're going to use for the basis of the competition build, doing the initial barrel break-in, and then I've got the, like I talked about, I've got the Hornady match box ammo that we're going to shoot a couple groups in, and just kind of document that. And then once we get done with the actual build, we'll shoot again from the same box of ammo and kind of do a comparison and see if how much it helps the groups and things like that. And then of course we'll start working on an actual hand load recipe for those. I just got some of those 140 ELDMs in. I've also got the 143 ELDXs, which I primarily use just for hunting, and then I've also got quite a few of the 147s, which is what I normally shoot in the Ruger precision rifle. So we'll try that as well and see. And I actually brought some of those to shoot today, so we'll see if they group in this gun at all, and see if it likes it compared to what the Ruger likes. So get a little footage here, and then we'll jump back over once I get done with this break-in process. I don't think anybody wants to watch me shoot one and clean it off for the entire day, so we'll just do a little bit of that. I'll film a little bit of that and then cut that in. So that's what we're doing for the break-in, is shoot one, clean it, shoot one, clean it for the first 10 rounds, and then shoot 2 and clean for the second 10 rounds. And that's their recommended break-in, making sure that you don't get hot or anything. Don't let the barrel heat up. Right now we're sitting, let's see what temperature is according to the Kestrel, would be in the shade 57 degrees, so not too bad. So we can definitely shouldn't have an issue as long as we don't go too fast with cleaning after each shot. But I'm gonna actually go down one and right one. That one shot that I did was just a little off. So I figured while I'm doing the break-in process, I can do the the initial kind of sighting. The bore sight was off a little bit. So now it landed pretty close to center, just off a little bit. I'll inlay a picture of where that first shot landed. Well, not the first shot, the second shot. The first shot went off the target, didn't hit. So I rechecked the bore sighting and adjusted that, and then that second shot that I just shot is the one that landed just up and to the left a little bit. I'll put the picture on here of that, and then we'll take another one here and see how close that got for this next shot. So okay, so here's the results. So this is the 9 shots from the shoot once, clean once on the 1500 Howa 6.5 Creedmoor. There's only 9 because that very first shot I didn't have the bore sight done, so it went low and it was probably in one of these, in this mess down at the bottom. So this is the 9 shots, cleaning after each shot, and you can see it's a pretty decent spread through there. Then up here is the next 10 shots. So this is the shoot 2 shots and then clean after each pair of shots. And you can see we tightened up. We still got a little bit of spread, but it definitely tightened up quite a bit from the first one. Okay, so barrel break-in's done. As you saw, the grouping was pretty good, I thought, for the first 20 rounds or so. When it really breaks in after, probably a couple hundred rounds, the groups I'm sure will tighten up as they did on the other guns that I've done this process on. So right now what I did, I got the new target up, and I'm going to shoot just a couple fouling shots, at a steel target down there. I'm not worried about accuracy yet. And then I'm going to switch to the match ammo I got. So this is the Hornady 6.5 140 grain ELD match. So I bought a box of this so that I can do some 3-shot groups with the gun the way it is, and then we'll do some 3-shot groups from the same box of ammo once we get the complete build done and it's in the chassis and and fully kitted out. So for now, I'll just do a couple groups, see how it shoots, see what they show up like. I should be able to save that target and then reuse it, when we get done with it, and have it all kitted out. I'll use the same target and the same box of ammo if I can for the target, and then shoot some groups and see how much they tighten up. So, all right, let's get going. Got it. All right. Oh yeah, much better. So now I'm going to pause the camera because I actually want to just stick this. I've got a muzzle brake up. We're going to run on this later, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on there. And then we'll shoot another group with that. We got this muzzle brake added on there. Man, that thing is sexy. It's from the guys over at APW in South Africa, Cape Town, I believe. So this is the one I'm planning to run on here long term. So for now, I just wanted to stick it on there and shoot a group with it just to see if it does anything. Right now, let's see what kind of recoil reduction I can expect out of this thing. So it changed the point of impact, but that was a huge difference in recoil. I doubt you'd be able to tell the difference from the video. Well, you might be able to if we can see how much the gun slid, but I can tell you from just feeling it, the recoil, I was able to pretty much stay on target. If I had a better position, if I was actually shooting, you know, probably prone or something like that, I probably would have been able to completely stay on target. But oh my gosh, that was a huge difference in recoil compared to what it did on the last two groups. So let's get this thing adjusted again, and I'll shoot another one. Oh yeah. Yeah, I pulled that one a little bit. Dang it. But we'll go down and check it out. Here's the results. So here's the first group, which was, I already pulled it up. I'll overlay the actual image. This was like 1.03 MOA. And then the second group here was, I think, 0.77. You'll see it in the picture. And then the third one, which is the one where I put the muzzle brake on, you can see how far it shifted the point of impact, probably 1.5 inches or so. And this one was like a 0.6 something. And that third shot that landed low, I pulled that one. I know I pulled that one low. So I'll be interested to see what this thing does once I actually get it, you know, if I shoot it in a good position, like in a prone position or something. So that's what we got so far. All right, here's a final look at the rifle and its configuration today. If you're interested in picking up one of these Howas, check out our website, blackwatcharms.com. We have these and any of your other outdoor needs available. Thanks, and keep an eye out for part 2.